All right, guys, this is a list here of the 10 quarterbacks that need a chance in the NFL, either one chance or another chance. These are quarterbacks that I think can be starters on teams that don't have franchise quarterbacks yet. They can be bridge starters, can play for 2 or 3 years, like Geno Smith. Can play 2 or 3 years. You're not gonna get a Super Bowl out of it, but you'll get a good team, a team good enough that you could probably contend for a playoff spot, right? Like a Geno, um, yeah, basically Geno, right? I mean Brock Purdy, somebody like that you can just compete with. So I'm gonna go with 10 guys, right? That are still young in their career. I'm not gonna give you guys like Joe Flacco or Kirk Cousins or Mariota, guys that have kind of passed their prime and it's over for them. But guys that are still in their prime and that can still play in the NFL, I think at a high level, right? And number 10, we have Shedeur Sanders. I have him at number 10 because I think he's gonna get a chance in the NFL, but I'm actually scared he might not get a chance in the NFL because of the politics. I mean, they don't like him because he flexes his wrist and whatever, and he acts all cocky and arrogant. But again, like, who doesn't at some points? He's a kid. Let him grow up. He's a good ball player. I know his arm isn't the strongest, but he's a good ball player. I mean, he's accurate. He has good feel. He has good IQ. Doesn't turn the ball over a lot. Excuse me. Shedeur Sanders, I think he deserves a shot in the NFL again. A new shot in the NFL. I don't know if he's going to get it with the Cleveland Browns. I think they like Dylan Gabriel there. But if Dylan Gabriel's not the guy, do you go with Shedeur Sanders? I mean, they threw the ball 52 times with Dylan Gabriel against the Steelers. I think Shedeur Sanders is a guy that they need to get a chance in the NFL. I really think so. I hope he does because I don't want him to just fizzle out and get over it and start like a YouTube career like me or something, right? Number 9, Joshua Dobbs. Joshua Dobbs, I know you're thinking, you said old guys. He's not old. Joshua Dobbs is 30. He's 30 years old, Joshua Dobbs. And Joshua Dobbs, he's a good quarterback. He's a serviceable quarterback. He should be starting in the NFL somewhere. He's right now the backup for the Patriots, but he's a good player. 62% completion percentage, 25 touchdowns, 15 interceptions. The interceptions are kind of high, but he had a couple of games where he had 3 interceptions and didn't look good, but he was really inconsistent. Maybe at 30 years old, he'll get better, and he has at least 3 more years of good prime left, I think, for Joshua Dobbs. I think he deserves another chance in the NFL. He played with the Niners. He played with the Vikings, the Cardinals. He kind of showed when Kyler Murray was hurt. I mean, he's a good player. I think that they need to give him another chance. I mean, he's probably one of the top 5 backups in the NFL right now. I mean, you're telling me right now, him or Russell Wilson, who's better? I'd rather have Joshua Dobbs than Russell Wilson. I mean, that's just what I'm saying. 8, Anthony Richardson. Anthony Richardson is still young. I know he's a little stupid and he's a little slow, but Anthony Richardson has all the intangibles to be good, right? He's a rocket arm. His accuracy is a touch off, but he's young. He's stupid. He just hurt his eye with an elastic, with a band, a workout band, and it hit his eye and fractured his orbital. I mean, that's Anthony Richardson in a nutshell. But again, he's very young. I do not want them to give up on his career. There's a reason why he was drafted in the top 10, right? I think he was a 4th overall pick. They need to give him time. Daniel Jones right now is a franchise quarterback. Again, another guy that needed a chance in the NFL. Daniel Jones is showing why he needs a chance in the NFL, and he got that chance, right? And there's a couple other guys that I think need a chance in the NFL again for retributions or avenge their first stint as starters, right? And Anthony Richardson is a guy in his career that I think needs to avenge his Indianapolis Colts stint. I don't think he's gonna be a starter there, but again, he's probably gonna be released after next year, and then someone's gonna have to take a chance on him. I hope somebody does take a chance on him because I think when he's on, I mean, he's unstoppable. I mean, he's running for first downs. He's literally a brick house, even though he's injury prone. But he's a brick house. If he gets that sorted out, maybe lift a little bit more. I mean, he's gonna be a top 10, 15 quarterback, maybe top 20. It's not say top 10, top 20 quarterback in the NFL, serviceable, could be a bridge quarterback. We don't know yet, actually, with Anthony Richardson. He could be like a Daniel Jones and shows that he's that good and he's got that much better, right? Number 7, Davis Mills. Davis Mills, an actual really good quarterback, right? Davis Mills was the starter before CJ Stroud got there. CJ Stroud got there and he took his starting spot. But Davis Mills is a legit quarterback. You have to understand, he has 63% completion percentage, 35 touchdowns in the NFL, 82 passer rating. He's a good player. He played at Stanford, so you know he's smart. You know he has IQ. I would take Mills in any IQ test, right? He's a good player. He has a long neck, as you can see from the the photo, but he can dissect the defense, and he's good at play action. They don't give him that chance. If he was with Kyle Shanahan, I think he would be a lot better. If he was with some other teams that run play action, not like the Texans where they're down by 20 and he needs to throw. But if he's a quarterback that's a game manager, he'll be a great game managing quarterback. I think he's better than JJ McCarthy and Carson Wentz. I think that 100%. So I would take him at number 7, that he's another chance, right? At number 6 is Tanner McKee. I know you guys don't know who Tanner McKee is, but Tanner McKee, another Stanford guy. Tanner McKee is a legit ball player. He is amazing, and he was amazing in college. With what he was doing in college at Stanford, I mean, his arm was a cannon. I mean, he was accurate. He was reading the defense as well. You have to understand, Stanford, because of their highly touted academic requirements, a lot of athletes don't go there, right? Because they're like, why would you have to go to school? I'm going to go pro anyways. Why would I go to Stanford, right? Because I don't want to go to class. But Tanner McKee did what he can with he did what he could with Stanford and what the talent he had there. He's was a 6th round pick. He's backing up Jalen Hurts right now, but he deserves a chance. The Philadelphia Eagles are stashing him basically. He deserves a chance in the NFL. One chance, at least at the start, to show how good he is. I think he's really good. Again, if he could be a bridge quarterback and a play action quarterback like a Goff or something like that, you put him in that offense, I think he'll do really, really well. I think he's accurate. I think he's a rocket arm. I just think that it's just good for him to come along and be a starter one day, right? He's only 25 years old. Next, I didn't change it, but Kenny Pickett. I didn't change the photo. Kenny Pickett deserves another chance in the NFL, right? Kenny Pickett's still young. He was really good in college. There's a reason why he was a top pick, right? He's 27 years old. He was a 1st round pick, drafted 20th by the Steelers, and he only had 1.5 years there to show how good he was, or how his to show a fan base how good he was. The Steelers have very, very high standards as quarterback, right? They had Justin Fields, who was 4-1 at the time, and they benched him for 4-2 or 5-2 or something like that, and he benched him for Russell Wilson. And Kenny Pickett, he needs another chance in the NFL. I think he's a good quarterback. He is the backup right now for the Raiders, and maybe they need to get him instead of Geno Smith to give him a chance, because maybe Kenny Pickett will play well. You don't know. You have to give. I know he has small hands. You have to give these guys chances. He's only 27 years old. You have to give Kenny Pickett another chance. He could probably learn from what he did wrong when he was at Pittsburgh and see, okay, maybe I'll play better here in Las Vegas in a place where it's less pressure for me, because I played at Pittsburgh in college, and then I went to Pittsburgh, played for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and people thought highly of me, and they thought I was going to change the franchise, and they kind of put too much on my plate, and that's what happened. And now I'm in a new fresh start in Las Vegas, and maybe they gave him a chance instead of Geno Smith, right? So next, 4, Mitch Trubisky. Mitch Trubisky, I mean, this guy, I don't understand how this guy became like a career backup to Josh Allen, but he doesn't deserve that. I mean, he deserves a shot in the NFL. I mean, 74 touchdowns, 48 picks. 48 picks is kind of a lot, but 74 touchdowns, 64% completion percentage. He's a good player. You have to give these guys a chance. I mean, you don't want to see him with the Raiders with Genty. You don't want to see him back, even if he's Lamar's backup. How much better of a backup would he be than Tyler Huntley and Cooper Rush? He's a legit player, Mitch Trubisky. He's only 31 years old. He was the same draft class, I think, as Patrick Mahomes. He deserves another chance in the NFL. Why not? He's 31. He was accurate. The accuracy was never the problem. It was the IQ, and the IQ of him. Maybe with older age, he gets better at it, and he deserves to get another chance in the NFL, I believe. Number 3, Will Levis. Will Levis, I hope they do not let this guy become a career backup, because that is absolutely messed up, because you saw what he didn't have in Tennessee, right? That team was terrible. They had They had nobody on their team. Tony Pollard's are starting running back. Who Tajay Spears? Like, who do they have on their team? Westbrook Akine? Like, these are guys that he had to work with, and it's not fair to him. He's 61% completion percentage. Cam Ward's going through it too right now. So I would honestly, Khalil Levis not getting a chance is ludicrous. I hope he gets another chance. Tennessee probably is not going to pick up his deal, so he needs to go somewhere else, and they need to give him another shot and just prove why he can be a starting quarterback in the NFL. I mean, he was a second-round pick, but he's a good player, right? He was good at Kentucky. He went to Penn State first, transferred to Kentucky. Kentucky is a nobody franchise in the SEC, and he made them a top 20 team. So he needs another shot. I mean, again, IQ with him is a problem, but again, when you get older, he's 26 now. Maybe when he's 27, 28, he's going to understand the game more and maybe understand the NFL a little bit more, how fast the speed is going. The only way you get better is with reps and with time. And he needs time, and I think it's not fair for him if he's a career backup for the like Mitch Trubisky now is for the last 4 years. I haven't seen Mitch Trubisky, right? For the last 3 years. Haven't seen him. Next, Zach Wilson. Zach Wilson needs another chance as well. Zach Wilson, he's a really talented player. You have to understand, he's a really talented player. Elusive in the pocket, accurate, cannon arm. The thing is the IQ again. Zach Wilson's IQ is not there. Zach Wilson is still very young quarterback, right? He's only 26 years old. They need to give him another chance, right? I know he threw an interception with the Jets, but again, who plays well for the Jets? The Jets is a hard franchise to play for. He's a hard franchise to play for. You don't have anyone. They had no one pass blocking for him. He had his only receiver was, I think, his last year with Garrett Wilson. Like, this is not fair. They got Aaron Rodgers, and basically Aaron Rodgers took over the spot because Aaron Rodgers. I mean, how are you not going to sign Aaron Rodgers if you're New York Jets, right? Like, it's like a 2-time MVP, 4-time MVP. He won back-to-back, and then he went to the New York Jets. How are you not going to sign him? How are you not going to sign Aaron Rodgers, right? If you have the chance. And they made Zach Wilson the backup. Aaron Rodgers gets hurt. Then everybody hates Zach Wilson. Again, Zach Wilson just needs a chance. I think he's better than Tua. I think he's way better than Tua. I think you need to give him a chance to prove himself why he's better than Tua and why he's better than most of these NFL quarterbacks. You tell me right now J.J. McCarthy is better than him? There's no way in hell J.J. McCarthy or Michael Penix is better than Zach Wilson. You're crazy. One, Mac Jones. Mac Jones is proving it right now why he's in the chance in the NFL. He needs to be a starter in the NFL. He'll be a top 15 quarterback in the NFL if the right system, right? You're telling me right now he's not thriving more than Brock Purdy was in the beginning of the year. Brock Purdy, who's pick prone, fumble prone, turnover prone, just losing when he's playing. Mac Jones is playing, they're not losing. Like that is Mac Jones is a really good player. This is who Kyle Shanahan wanted. He wanted Mac Jones. He didn't want Trey Lance. Trey Lance is another person I could have put on this list. But I think these other 10 deserve it more than Trey Lance. I don't think Trey Lance has ever shown a good quality. And I think he was from a small school in North Dakota State. Carson Wentz didn't work out. And is Trey Lance going to work out? Probably not, because Carson Wentz was better than Trey Lance. So Mac Jones deserves another opportunity in the NFL, right? Mac Jones is better. They wanted Mac Jones. Kyle Shanahan's like, please let me get him. Jed York and John Lynch were like, no. Trey Lance is going to be the future. Trey Lance is the next Mahomes. Everybody's saying it. You can build him up. You're Kyle Shanahan. You built up RG3. You made him good for that one season. You made Kirk Cousins good. You made Matt Ryan an MVP. You can build up Trey Lance, right? You made Brock Purdy one of the highest paid players in the NFL. You can make Trey Lance good. And he's like, no, I want Mac Jones. I want to make Mac Jones good. Now Mac Jones is with Kyle Shanahan and just balling. And Kyle Shanahan should make Mac Jones a starter, even though they paid a lot of money to Brock Purdy. I know it's not going to happen because of politics and ownership. They like Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy probably sells more tickets than Mac Jones. But you want Mac Jones to be a starting quarterback in the NFL. I guarantee you a team's going to take a chance on him next year. He deserves to be a starter. He deserves it. He's one of the best quarterbacks. You're not telling me he's definitely a top 20 quarterback in the NFL. He's better than CJ Stroud. He's better than Bryce Young, better than Tua. He's better than a lot of these quarterbacks. He was in a messed up system with the Patriots where it's hard to build with the Patriots with Bill Belichick. Bill Belichick didn't know how. He's a defensive coach. He doesn't really know how to build an offense. And Mac Jones kind of got the short end of the stick over there, right? And then he goes to the Jaguars, backs up Trevor Lawrence. And you're telling me Trevor Lawrence might be better than him? I don't know. I don't know about that one. Mac Jones then goes to San Fran, balls out. He's going to go somewhere else. Maybe the Raiders, maybe the Rams when Stafford retires. He needs to go some places like that because the NFL, you have to realize drafts are not working. Drafting quarterbacks is not working anymore. It's not working anymore. They're not smart enough. The college game and the NFL game are two completely different types of football. It does not translate anymore like it did like 10 years ago, 15 years ago, right? You don't see those guys that are ready. First of all, Philip Rivers took 3 years backing up Drew Brees to be a starter in the NFL, right? You don't see those guys. You don't see those guys. You don't see these NFL quarterbacks now. These rookie quarterbacks have a long enough leash to get better. And Kyler Murray had a long enough leash to get better, and he hasn't got any better. So you need to get rid of him. There's a lot of quarterbacks like that, but if you're not getting a lot better, then you should not be a quarterback. You should stop and they should just abort mission, abort the quarterback, and find a new quarterback. One of these 10 quarterbacks, they deserve a chance in the NFL, right? All right, thank you. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe.